Hi everyone, I thought I'd give you a quick update on one of our latest projects. We're just coming to the end of this one. Started it mid-Jan. We was off site for about 5 or 6 weeks with the lockdown. Probably got about 3 or 4 weeks left. So I just thought I'd show you around. We've just had the gas put on this morning. So they dug their trench out. Connection's done. Gas is on. Finally got some slabs. It's a bit of a shortage on concrete products at the minute. Especially at Bradstone, but they've just come this morning. We had to dig a little bit of a hole here in the drive this morning because when we've backfilled, somehow there's just half a brick got caught up in the muck, got compressed down with the digger, and it just put a bit of a pinch point in the pipe, and they couldn't get the gas pipe through. So we just borrowed their shovel and quickly dug it out. But it's quite deep, it's about 3 foot, and it had gone off really hard actually, considering it was so wet in here when we dug out in January. But anyway, we got that all through. So the gas is now on, electric's going on in a couple of weeks. There's been a bit of a delay with utilities because during the lockdown they've only responded to emergency and call out and not new installations. But we're back on track now, so that's good. We've also got all of our planting in. I've got some viewings booked in for this week, got one tomorrow. They're really keen on this. They've got relatives just up the road and they're cash buyers, so they're coming tomorrow. But this will give them an idea that if they want, they can grow this hedge up 6 foot if they want a bit more privacy. We've also got all the plantation going all the way down here, put all the fencing. The only thing we've got left to do on here is gravel this, and we've just got to put a hard stand in here, either tarmac or block paving, probably block paving that. And part of planning doesn't like, if you've got gravel driveways, they don't like the gravel to meet the highway, because obviously as you leave that, sometimes stones get caught in the tyres, and then they go out on the road, and obviously when cars drive by, they can ping out. So they always prefer sometimes 2, 3, 5 metres of a hard standing where the highway meets the new dwelling. But yeah, we've actually got, we was waiting for the stone sills, so we've got all those in now. Basically the builder's merchant ordered them wrong. Then when they reordered them, they were remade, and then they got damaged, and they just got made again, and then it was shut down. So a bit of a hold up, but we managed to fit all the windows in there. Got a new front door on, which is looking nice. The anthracite grey is quite popular, quite fashionable. The other thing we've also had done yesterday was a nice electric roller door, great selling feature. Not really much dearer than a normal garage door, to be honest. This was like 1900 quid fitted, so not too bad. So it looks really nice, and you've got a really nice big workshop, big double garage. Again, these are great selling features. You'll find that women tend to like the kitchens and the bathrooms. The men just want a workshop and a shed, somewhere to just lock themselves away. So let's have a quick look inside. We're all plastered. We always want to look if we get plaster. I know there's still a big shortage for 2 or 3 weeks. British Gypsum are just not going to be able to cope with the demand from plaster. Luckily, our plasterer managed to get some plaster even though through the shutdown. It really does come down to who you know, whether you can keep your projects rolling on things like this. So we're just going to coat a paint on in here. Really nice big open plan kitchen lounge diner, really good sized room. We don't necessarily look for this when we're buying plots, but one of the benefits we do look for is like a south-facing garden with sort of privacy. And this one again ticks that box. You can see really nice and private. Not looking over anybody. Not over anybody looking in, and it's got a field view. We've cut the hedge down like that. That's our security fence in the back. That'll go, and all we've got to do is just turf around here. We've already levelled it off, and we've got some slabs in here. And we're just going to slab around here. When it's done, we've got the fencing up. So when we've got the viewings coming in this week, people will have an idea of exactly how it's going to be finished off. And we usually wait until everything's plastered before we stick them on the market. So one of the reasons people like to buy houses about 8 weeks before they're finished is because that's the time it takes for them to do all their conveyancing. Obviously they don't want to sell and then have to wait 5 or 6 weeks before they can move in. So once they're plastered, that's when we normally get them on the market. This one went on Friday, got 3 viewings booked in this week already. So not bad considering of Brexit and COVID-19, etc. So pretty confident that this one will sell straight away. We just get a coat of paint on here so you can see quite dark at the minute, but you can see the plaster look nice, shiny finish on there. Not too shiny. I always ask them not to polish it up too much because when you're painting, it's a bit of a nightmare, it just sort of slips off. The other thing we've gone for in this one is some nice little vanity units. with some nice fancy taps. See that one? Nice fountain taps. Little soft closing doors, soft closing toilets. So that's a nice cloakroom. But other thing we always like to put in our houses is plenty of storage. So, like so many new builds just don't have storage, and people do start to look for this. Another double cupboard in that one. Not sure who he is. Who are you? Oh, that's my son. I forgot. Yeah. So this is the other bedroom. Got all of our tiles already, so we make sure we've got them. So we're making sure we keep well in front of our materials as well, because obviously things are still taking a little while to be delivered. You see a shower's going in this corner, quadrant shower. Then there'll be a toilet, towel radiators. So master bedroom, and again, nice big vanity unit, towel radiator, full width showers that go in here. We always like to put full width showers so that there's no sort of awkward gaps between vanity units, awkward gaps between showers. What we do as well, while we're doing all the plumbing work, we always put it on a pressure test. So there's a pressure test there, so we know we're not going to get any leaks when everything's fitted and it comes to completion. So next week's going to be a busy week on site. We've got kitchen coming, we've got skirtings, architraves, oak doors coming on here, just waiting for the door handles to come. And the bathrooms are going in, the painting's going to be carrying on. So in about 2 weeks, this will be completely finished inside. We've got probably 2 or 3 days outside, just turfing the lawn, laying the slabs, and doing the gravel. So 3 weeks, maybe 4 at the very most. We'll be finished off here. We're going to be going over to the other site next week. Bricklayers are coming on there. But this one's gone really, really well. Not really had any problems. The gas pipe probably getting stuck this morning was the only real problem we've had. And the wet, muddy conditions when we first started was another one. That did make it quite difficult. But we made the most of the nice weather we've had over the last few weeks. And it's been quite nice working outside. And we got on really, really well, subject to us getting the materials. So yeah, if you've got any questions about this build or any other developments, let me know. Always happy to answer any comments, and I'll get back to you soon.